I just moved into an apartment in Amsterdam. Took me 4 days to find a place. Actually, that's not true. I found it the very first day I came here because I got very lucky. It's notoriously difficult to find an apartment in Amsterdam, but I'm a lucky boy. So this is what I got. I'm going to give you a little quick tour, and we'll also talk about how much it costs to live in Amsterdam. It's not cheap. So we'll start here at the front door of the apartment. It says, "Life is a journey, and only you hold the map." Wow, that is profound. I'll have to remember that every time I leave the apartment. There's an umbrella, because it sometimes rains in Amsterdam. And let's not start off with the toilet over there. Let's go into the nice living room area. Nice big couch. Lovely wooden floors. You gotta love the wooden floors. Outside, there's like Dutch stuff. I don't know if you can see the hook above the window out there. That's so people can like haul up stuff. Every building has these hooks up on top. So because the staircases are so narrow in Amsterdam that if you want to get a couch or anything up into your apartment, you have to hook it up onto one of these things and drag it up and swing it in the window. That's how it works. But yeah, this is my street in Amsterdam. I'm not going to tell you the name of the street because you might come and knock on my door and ask to borrow some sugar, and I don't have any sugar. Here is a thing that will be very handy in the winter because it gets cold here in Amsterdam. There's a television, which I probably won't use very much. So this is a fully furnished place, obviously. I didn't buy all this crap. Ooh, look. Home is where the heart is. I actually think that home is where the Wi-Fi is. Let's go. Well, yeah, here. This is my office. It's meant to be a dining area, but it is now an office area for me. Here's an area where you put stuff. Here's an area where you put more stuff. Look at these books. So whoever used to live in this place is very into their fantasy. We have The Dragon Reborn, Winter's Heart, The Fires of Heaven, The Green Hunt. Somebody needs to get back to the real world, that's what I'm thinking. And then there is the kitchen, or as they say in the Netherlands, the kitchen. It's nice. It's nice and small. And dirty dishes in the sink, because I need to get some washy-uppy stuffy. And small fridge, but sure, that's all I need. So now I'm going to show you the bathroom. There's a strange thing about toilets in the Netherlands. And you see, they're kind of, and I'm not sure this is exclusive to the Netherlands, but I haven't really seen it anywhere else. So toilets in this country are steeped, or stepped, is that the right way to say it? So they have this little kind of shelf where the number 2 goes, and then the number 1 is down below. I'm not sure why, but the Dutch are smart. I'm sure there's a really good reason, and it's more hygienic or better for sanitation. I don't know, but if in doubt, assume the Dutch have a good reason for doing the shit that they do. Here's the rest of the bathroom. Little shower, and you know, the usual stuff. Nothing too fancy. Now the last thing I'm going to show you is the bedroom, but I kind of transformed it. It's not a bedroom anymore, it's actually a cave. And I say that because I've kind of blacked out the bedroom, because bedrooms should be dark. I don't get this whole nice light and bright bedrooms. So I actually hung up a blanket on the window, and then I got some black garbage bags and put them on the window of the door here. So hang on, when you come in here, close the door and turn off the light, there's not much light that gets in here, which is perfect for a good night's sleep. Here's another little thing on the wall. What do you call this? An encouragement. Cherish the simple things in life. Yeah, you should do that. So there's the bed, and there's a hockey stick in the corner for, you know, protection. And oop, I left my underwear right there, so let's not show that. Decent amount of closet space, and an extra bed for, you know, guests and stuff. So that is my new apartment in Amsterdam. Now you're probably wondering, Niall, how much does all that cost? How much is it setting you back? Well, as I said, it's not cheap. So 1,150 euros per month, everything included, which is pretty expensive, but about the best deal you can get if you want to live within the canal belt, actually within the A10 ring in Amsterdam, which is a pretty big area. If you want to live within that, you have to pay quite a big sum of money per month. But I looked around and made a lot of inquiries this week. And this place was by far the best deal that I found. And the location's incredible. It's just inside the Canal Belt, which is, the famous cool part of Amsterdam. So I'll be all famous and cool and stuff. And you know what? It feels really, really good to actually be moving into a place that I won't have to move out of anytime soon. So I'm going to be here at least 6 months. That's the contract, but probably more like 12 months or 2 years. Because after traveling around the world for the last 4 years and not being in any one place for more than a couple of months at a time, I just want to stay put and not have to move all my shit over and over again. So this is perfect for me. So that's it, folks. Thank you for coming on tour of my apartment in Amsterdam. It's been great showing you around, and now I must go take a nap in the cave. Oh, last thing. Check out my finance report. You need to sign up to my email list to see those. So for the last 4.5 years now, I've recorded all my income and expenses and done a detailed monthly report on that. And I can show you exactly how I funded my travel around the world for the last 4 years and how I'll be making my money here in Amsterdam, but also how I'll be spending my money here in Amsterdam. So if you're curious as to how much it costs to live in a city like Amsterdam when you're someone like me, well then, check out the finance report. I'll have a link below the video and you can jump over, put in your email address, and you'll see years worth of finance reports from a guy who's a little OCD about money. All right, folks, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time from my new home, Amsterdam.